I'm coming up to the little, it says Freistadt, established 1839. I've been this way before, and I always thought this area, see, I kind of wish I was a movie location scout, because I thought with the cemetery here on the left, and there's a church, and it's just real small, this would make like a really good, you know, kind of town for a horror flick. You know, you've got a couple of bars. You got, this here is the oldest Lutheran church in Wisconsin. 1864. Wow. Then you got Corner Q's, the landmark. There's a hardware store here, and that's about it. It is really not much. But Freistadt is the home of the oldest Lutheran church in Wisconsin. Check that out. Okay, didn't notice that. I guess we'll have to check that out real quick. See what happens when you get off that main traveled road and just start wandering. Trinity Freistadt Historical Site. All right, so as I'm driving around Freistadt, I come across this. It's like a historical village. I've parked here in front of the parsonage barn. According to this, it says, your barn shall be filled and overflowing. History of the parsonage barn. This parsonage barn was built in 1867 and is the only building at this historical grounds to remain at its original location. I'm going to try to get a nice close-up. I am like totally in awe that this place even exists. What you could come across when you just take those off-beaten, you know, turn off on a side road. This is 1860. This is the blacksmith building. The blacksmith takes a tool and works with it in the coal. Huh. Wow. Pretty neat. I'm assuming at some point this stuff is open. We've got all sorts of old equipment here. I was kind of hoping they would have signage so you know what you're looking at here. Holy cow, ain't that a monstrosity. This is the Case 1910 65 horsepower steam tractor. And again, here's some stuff if you want to try to read it. Pause it. Wow, look at that thing. Holy cow. Just stand in the back there, and then over here we have a threshing machine. This is an Advanced Rumley 2232. It says here threshing would begin in late August. Thresher was powered by a steamer, engineer, and 2 assistants. Started at 4 a.m. and 5 to 15 neighbors exchanged labor. Threshing started around 6:30 a.m. That's a lot to read. This is an excellent find. I'm all down for history. I might not live in this particular area, but it's kind of neat to know that they left, you know, even though it's a really, really small area, Freistadt, they left a lot of stuff here for people to come take a look at. We got a potato digger, Hoover B41. Okay. Silo filler. Schubert, or Schmeckel. I think I'm saying it correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. It says S18 out of Thiensville. Silo filler. Number 17, Gell Brothers, West Bend. Gell Brothers is still around. They were bought by Manitou, or Manitou, I guess if you want to pronounce it like that. They're still around. They're still in West Bend. The headquarters is, but no manufacturing is anymore. At least not to my knowledge. Maybe they do manufacture a little bit there. This is a Hey Tedder. Hey Tedder, hey Tedder. It says here Town 9 Bridge. I don't know if this is an original bridge that was made. Very sturdy. You got Tom's Circle. I don't know what that's all about. Al's Path. There is something to read here. Okay, a little bit of a path. It says Paper Canoe Birch. I guess I'll leave that if you want to read it. I guess that's the Paper Canoe Birch, because that's the only birch looking tree over here. If that is original, or if this is a reproduction, I don't know. That steel looks really old. That's supporting the bridge. This is neat. What a nice find today. Fortunately, none of the buildings are open. This here says Summer Kitchen. That's what it says there. Teacher Ridge Summer Kitchen. The construction date of the summer kitchen is unknown. It is difficult to estimate. And here it says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Matthew 5:6. This is the tool shed. Tool shed. That is a famous line that was later added to the movie Evil Dead. Ash has been running around, and all you hear is the word tool shed. It's just like he's not saying it or nothing, but the word tool shed is mentioned. So here's the Trinity School woodshed. The structure was built in 1881. Again, I don't know if you're going to be able to read this or not. Diligent hands bring wealth. Proverbs 10:4. Lots of stuff out here. Lots of old equipment here. They got a ton. Potato planter. Aspen wall, it says. Got grain binder back there. D36 Milwaukee Harvester Company. Corn binder, McCormick Deering. Oh, you can see Milwaukee, Wisconsin written on that little piece back there. Potato planter. Bird cell clover huller. Wow. Freistadt mass transit system. They must use that in the 4th of July parade. Some kind of parade. There's an old wagon. Lots of stuff donated to this particular historical society. Ooh, we got a gravestone here. Ooh, buck saw. And of course, your cement mixer and an old tombstone. Can't even read the writing on it, not even gonna try. This was the Mueller shed. Mueller Machine Shed. Again, there's the writing. You're probably not going to be able to read it, and I apologize. It says David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage. Over here we got the Clum Bake Oven. There is no info. It says man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. Deuteronomy. don't know if we can see in here. It's probably pretty dark in there, but I do see a brick oven in there. Oh, here we go. Plum Boucher Bake Oven. The history of the bake oven. This working bake oven, constructed between 1840 and 1844, was originally located in a rock field about 5 miles northwest of Freistadt on Rockfield Road. It was used before the popular wood-fired kitchen stoves were available. What was it used for? Well, it was used for baking. I have driven up Freistadt Road, which is right down over here, a bunch of times. Not once have I recalled ever seeing this, because it's kind of far off the road. I like the fact that everything has a marking. The smokehouse. The history of the smokehouse. The smokehouse was originally constructed in the 1860s on the Girak farm on the northeast corner of Bonnewell Road and Wasaki Road. You would do lots of stuff in the smokehouse, kind of like today. Smoke meats. Here's a woodshed. And a gas engine. A Radu gas engine. I don't see that, unless that's covered up here. Vogt woodshed. Radu gas engine. Radu. Again, everything's locked up for the winter, so unfortunately I can't look at anything. Cemetery outhouse. Oh boy, am I going to regret this? Possibly. I don't believe it's still in use. Go figure, the outhouse is the only thing that's open. History of the cemetery outhouse. The cemetery outhouse was a typical building from the turn of the century, 1900. Because of the more or less public use of this building, it was partitioned into 2 sections. One entrance was for women and the other was for men. Radu chicken coop. Ooh, look at the chicken coop. Very nice inside the chicken coop. Oh boy, I can't even read that. That's faded. Whee! Never mind. Got a nice big cabin here. Doesn't say what it is. So this here is a lye maker. It's a full-size replica of a lye maker from the mid-1800s. Making lye from ash was an essential part of making soap. People in the mid-1800s did not buy soap because they could make it at home. They would only buy something if they couldn't make it at home. Oh, you lie. Get it? Lie. Basement log cabin. It says here. The basement log cabin originally stood near the intersection of Highland Road and Wasaki Road, about 1 mile west, 1 mile north of its present site. The exact date of this building is unknown, but the land was claimed and registered on October 5th, 1841. Wow. Successive owners of this home were Frederick Bach, June 22nd, 1855, Ferdinand Pape, P-A-P-E, May 28th, 1877, Fred Dahlman, September 22nd, 1936, and Ted Engelhoff in 1965. It was donated in 1965 to the Trinity Historical Society and moved to the present location. Pretty neat. Join us. My second Evil Dead reference for this video. This is the Trinity Freistadt Historical Site, or Freistadt. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I'm pretty sure most people pronounce it Freistadt or Freistadt. I don't know, but it says Trinity Freistadt Historical Site, and they got information here. But unfortunately, I think that's from last year. there you go. A neat little find here in the community of, I'm going to say, Freistadt. So it looks more like Freistadt than Freistadt. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. That's going to do it for this episode of Road Trips with Yogi. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along. I thank each and every one of you. I just had a nice little spurt of upticks in viewership and views and subscribers. I just crossed the 600 mark, which is awesome. 400 to go to that magical 1,000 mark. If you could help me get to that 1,000 mark, that'd be awesome. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the videos. I always enjoy your comments and usually respond to them within a couple of days. www.patreon.com/roadtripswithyogi if you would like to help me out there, support the channel. So for the cost of a double cheeseburger and a large Coke from McDonald's, you could support this channel monthly. Consider doing that. Put that money to good use. Other than that, this is Yogi from Freistadt, Wisconsin, on this beautiful January day. Until the next episode, folks, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I'm out of here.